Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Happy Halloween. So in today's video I'm going to pretty much show you guys all my Trick or Treat Studios Michael Myers figures. I'm going to bring these to the table, discuss, tell you guys what's my favorite figure, what's my least favorite. So yeah, stay tuned, grab something to drink or eat, and let's dive in. Okay, and here's the first figure, obviously from the original 78 movie. This is Nick Castle as he was portrayed. The shape, obviously a few different persons portrayed the shape in that movie. There was one actor who you see unmasked. I think even the director himself portrayed the, Michael Myers. There's a couple of different people from the production, but Nick Castle did most of the the acting. Again, fantastic figure. Obviously what I did on mine is modified. He has a damn toys body from one of the Assassin's Creed figures. I believe was Connor from Assassin's Creed 3. And then he doesn't have the same hands as the stock figure. These are from the 3-0 Leatherface. As you can see, they have blood on them. Other than that, it's pretty much stock. Obviously all of my Michael Myers figures have these custom bases that I get from China. They're about 20 bucks a piece. As you can see, they have the movie poster which matches the box. So yeah, awesome figures right there. Let's take a look at the head sculpt. Very accurate and very nicely done. Come on, focus. Focus, god damn it. Come on! Okay, so sorry about that guys. Sometimes my camera is a pain on the ass. Let me attempt to show you this again. There we go, there's a good look. Again, this is the modified William Shatner Star Trek mask. Obviously what they did is they painted the hair, the face white, and they removed the burns right there, hair burns, and they removed the eyebrows. And that's pretty much it. I mean, the rest is history. As you can see, we have this creepy mask. I like how you can see the eyes. Obviously, depending on the lighting, if I pull this back, the eyes are gonna be harder to see. So yeah, awesome mask. I remember back then this figure was like $120. Obviously the body wasn't the best. That's why I modified it to have that double elbow look. But yeah, awesome mask right there. I like the sculpted hair. And again, for $120 you cannot complain. I think this is still better than what Sideshow did with their 6-scale figure. And I like how on the body you can see pretty much the color of the previous William Shatner mask. You can see like the flesh tones right there. Awesome. And again, the body very articulated. This is obviously the damn toys body, so it's pretty sturdy. As you can see, it has a lot of articulation. Obviously you have the pretty much accurate boots, although they look clownish-ish. They are supposed to be like military boots, obviously in the movie from Vietnam or something. So they have that green pattern right there, but they look a little bit clownish, for sure. So yeah, awesome figure. Obviously they also did like a pack with, you can have different coveralls, extra hands. You have the ghost sheet right there that you can pop on the figure. I may get that. There's also like a gray uniform, which I guess sometimes from the movie. Again, some people think that the uniform is supposed to be like this blue navy dark color. Some people say it was green, some people say it was gray, depending on the lighting and the shot. So yeah, it's very awesome. Okay, and here's the Michael Myers from the second movie again. Custom base with that matches the box. And again, this one I haven't touched. This is pretty much stock. Again, this one has 2 head sculpts right there. This one is fantastic. You can see the stretch right there on the mask. Come on, focus. There you go. This one has dirt on it. And it's supposed to be the same mask as in the first movie, but it has a different, obviously it's a different person inside the mask, so you have this stretch right there on the jaw. And awesome, you have this nice horns right there on the back. Very good details. Again, this one is from the end of the movie, where Loomis shots him in the eyes right there. You can see he's bleeding. I recreated a scene with a scalpel, but this one comes with great accessories, a couple of nice knives, the syringe. Again, great body on this one. Obviously it's not 100% accurate because there's a lot of material right here. It's supposed to be more, you know, I guess form-fitting. Actually, let me just turn the box around because here you can see how it is in the movie. As you can see right there on the shoulders, this one has a little bit too much material, but again, it's not the end of the world. You can see some bullet shots right there. Yeah, awesome figure, this one. Yeah, some great boots. Yeah, this has to be one of my favorites of the collection. So yeah, it comes with a bunch of hands, the pumpkin. Yeah, this one is a good figure. And we skip to number 5 here. Like I said, I don't have a Michael from part 4 yet, so again skipping this one. And again, I have to be honest guys, this is pretty much my least favorite Michael Myers design, and especially the mask. Obviously in the movie the mask kind of goes over the color. I like the details, especially that finely painted hair right there on the sides. And again, it's very movie accurate, but I have to say, from out of all the Michael Myers figures that I have from Trick or Treat, this is my least favorite. I'm not a big fan of the clothing. As you can see, it should have been longer on the sleeves. I like how you have the burned mark on the hands. Again, I'm not a big fan of the suit. Also, I kind of beefed him up more to be more accurate to the movie. So I put some padding on the shoulders right there in front, so he's a little bit more beefier. But yeah, not a big fan of this mask. Like I said, it's, I don't know, not looking that sharp. And again, same with the Halloween 4 mask. I think that's the worst. It has that Elvis look. I'm not sure why, but it's very, you know, I think both of these were designed by K&B. Again, correct me down in the comments. So not my favorite look. Again, so yeah. Okay, so number 6. Again, I like this one. I like the mask. What I've done to this one is, obviously I've did this trick with my Michael Myers figures, a couple of them at least. I bought some extra long pegs from eBay to make them look a little bit taller. Obviously this one is beefed up as well, as you can see, to have a more accurate shape, no pun intended, to the movie, because some of these actors were quite beefy. So yeah, I like the mask, this one, unlike part 4 and 5. I like the design, the shape. Again, very visceral Michael Myers, this one in the movie. Again, I like it a lot. You can see again, you have the burn on the hands right there. And what I like is this one, they've added longer sleeves, so now when you're posing the figure, he doesn't have those gaps like the part 5 has. So yeah, awesome suit. Again, they have similar suits throughout the movies. It's usually like a gray or darker suit. This one has obviously dirt at the bottom, has some very thin amount of blood spray on the bottom right there, and some awesome boots. Again, custom base with this one as well, that matches the movie poster. And here's the H2O Michael again. The mask is not too bad. There was obviously different masks in the movie. There was a Stan Winston mask, there was a mask that was made by Greg Nicotero, there was even a CGI mask. So again, I'm not sure what the mask this is. Probably the K&B one, I think, because Stan Winston was a little bit different, but similar to this. Also at the beginning of the movie there was a shot of the part 6 mask when he was killing the nurse. So yeah, again, very awesome figure, similar suit to the others. This one again has the longer sleeves. I modified the height of this one again and did some padding just to match like the physique of the actor from the movie. Yeah, again, the mask, not too bad, not my favorite. Yeah, I like the uniform a lot. Obviously this one has a very awesome. Also, what they modified is, on the previous Michaels, like their first renditions, it was very hard to put the knife inside the hands. I think my first Michael actually broke the handle of the knife, but this one, they have more, I guess, flexible hands. So when you put the handle of the knife, it's gonna be a lot easier. So that's a good attention to details. Again, they improved the hands. They're very nice this time around. Where on the first Michael, they were flat originally. So yeah, great boots. as well. Uniform is pretty top notch. So again, not a whole lot to complain about this one. Again, I enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed the story that they brought. Jamie Lee Curtis back, obviously 20 years later. Great cast. And here we go with Halloween Resurrection. Again, I really like this movie for some reason, even though a lot of people think it's stupid. I like the whole concept of the, haunted mansion type. I like Busta Rhymes in this movie, especially when he was fighting with Michael. Trick or treat, motherfucker. That was so funny, man. But again, I like the mask on this one. Would have been cool if they would have included like the end of the movie look, where he had a bald mask, he was burned away. That would have been awesome to have that extra accessory. This one, again, a similar, obviously, costume to the others. Nothing going on. There's no weathering. It's very clean. But yeah, awesome mask. And I like that transition. It's almost like dirty on the top of his head right there. If I can focus. Come on, focus. Come on. There you go. See how dirty it is on the top right there. Yeah, similar knife, although this one is bloody, which is cool. And again, same thing here. Bought a custom base that matches the box art, and I've put some obviously longer pegs to modify the height, which I believe this actor was about 6'2.5". So obviously I wanted to give him some extra lift right there. But yeah, awesome figure. Big boy here, Tyler Mane, obviously from the remake. It was made by Rob Zombie here. This is the 2009 version. I made a separate video on this guy if you want to check it out. It has this separate, so I'm gonna put the link below. But again, same concept, new base that matches with the box right there. This one had this accessory, obviously the Judith Meyer tombstone, which is pretty heavy. I may actually go and make this more dirtier. I'm sure I said the same thing on the review. But again, this one, no modifications. Again, this is a bigger Michael. He uses like the Leatherface body, so it's a lot bigger. Very heavy actually, compared to the other ones. Actually, let me just give you guys a size comparison between this one and the original. Again, not 100% accurate when it comes to the size. This one should have been a little bit taller. As you can see, Nick Castle here is supposed to be 5'10". Tyler Mane is supposed to be 6'7", 6'8", so it's not quite there. But again, it's a pretty big boy. So again, it's substantial, very heavy. In terms of accessories, other than the knife right there, has some, extra hands, but nothing much. So hopefully we're gonna have more versions of this guy. Maybe a battle damage version would have been cool. With the shredded mask, maybe Hobo Myers would have been cool. Who knows? So yeah, awesome figure. I like the mask on this one a lot, as you can see. And the whole uniform is different. This is he took this from the guy at the truck stop. As you can see, it's quite dirty. Maybe hard to see, but has some oil stains, blood. It's not completely drenched as he was at the end of the first movie, but as a stock figure, it's not bad. Like the boots as well, the separations. Again, the suit, very accurate. Most of these suits were made by Tanila, who did some custom suits on her own. Yeah, I guess she partnered up with Trick or Treat Studios. Yeah, very accurate suit. The proportions are great. Very hefty figure. Yay! And lastly, here are my two last figures from Trick or Treat Studios in 1/6 scale from Halloween. This is obviously 2018 and Halloween Kills. And this has to be my favorite Michael Myers from the collection here. And I like this mask right there, is very nicely made, as you can see. Very accurate again. Paint applications, I like how the suit looks. Awesome mask right there. This one could have been awesome if they would have given us a second head sculpt with like the wound right there from the gun. He was shot in the face, but they actually give us the severed arm right there, I guess, with the missing fingers from when he was shot by Laurie right there. You can see, come on, focus. This one is very nicely made. You can see the blood right there is very fresh. You have dirt and whatnot. This one has the hammer. Again, I've tried to kind of, give them different weapons. This has the hammer right there, which was also used from the Halloween 2 figure. Again, modified base. Again, this one I used padding as well. And then here's Halloween Kills. Again, as you can see, they have different heights, even though they're supposed to be the same height because it's the same actor. I guess this one has maybe a bigger body. As you can see, awesome. This one was the first one that I've actually did some work. I've done more weathering on the suit to make it more accurate. Obviously this is the burned look. Awesome chart right there. I don't think it's supposed to be that green right there on that side. It almost looks like it's acid. But yeah, very awesome head. Very accurate. Again, you have the bullet wounds right there. Man, he was... people were like kicking him in the face in the second movie, especially at the end. You know, he was shot, stabbed in the neck. I mean, I'm not sure how he survived that. He was in a fire. You know, this is the bandage hand. You also have like a different hand without the bandages. Again, the baseball bat right there. You also come with this tool right there, which is underscaled. It's supposed to be a lot longer. But again, the details are great. You have the blood right there, and again the custom base, which is awesome. So yeah, let's do a 360 right there again. I'm happy about my job right there, as I did to weather the figure more. Again, it's not perfect, but you know, and you have the slash right there. Boom, very awesome uniform. So yeah, great figures, guys. Okay, and there's the final look. This is how they look together. Again, I'm pretty happy about my display as of right now. Again, I'm happy that I have enough room to display the boxes behind the figures because they look cool. And I mean, it's such a good time to be like a Halloween fan, especially if you're into horror figures, in 1/6 in particular, because these from Trick or Treat were very cheap. Again, some of the earlier ones, like part 1, 4 and 5, they were pretty cheap. They were about 120 to 150. Some of the earlier ones, I mean the newest ones like this one, there was a jump in the price. These were about 199. These were like 160, 170. This was 199. He was 160 and he was 199, but it's worth it because on the most recent figures, like, the quality is better. Like this one has a double joint at the elbow. The quality in the materials is obviously a lot better. This one has 2 head sculpts. Obviously this one has a brand new body. I guess same body as the Leatherface figures, but it's a lot beefier. And get just the quality with their newest releases, which is fantastic. I mean, such a good time to be a Halloween fan. I mean, what other company did all of these? I mean, NECA is kind of doing them, but again, they don't have the rights to the first Halloween movie 4 and 5. So far they haven't done. But yeah, great figures. So it's such a nice sight to see them all together. Again, I'm still missing part 4 and Dr. Loomis, which I'm gonna add to the collection soon. I'm gonna update you guys. Again, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to give me a like. It's gonna help the channel. Comment below, let me know what's your favorite Halloween movie and what's your favorite Halloween mask. Again, I'm really fan of the new 2018 one right there, and the kills. I like this one a lot. Some of these are kind of average, but again, as figures, part of the collection, is fantastic. And again, make sure to stick around. In the next few days, I'm still gonna continue with the horror figures. This one in particular might be my next because HBO Max just released the new show, It Welcome to Derry, so this one I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna watch the show later today. Again, there's still a few figures I haven't done here, especially Sam right there. Gonna do Terrifier next. So yeah, stick around. Obviously, guys, have a great Halloween night. Stay safe out there. Eat as much candy as you can and be safe. And as usual, thanks for watching, guys. See you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.